Russian troops are trying to defend themselves against attacks by Russian drones in the Kursk region with the help of anti-drone corridors, but the armed forces continue to destroy the occupiers' equipment. This was announced by the spokesman for the State Border Guard Service, Andrii Demchenko, during a telethon. He reminded that Ukrainian units, including the State Border Guard Service, are actively using drones to destroy enemies in Russia. An anti-drone corridor was created within the Kursk region. The enemy is setting up such corridors in order to prevent strikes on equipment moving through these corridors, protecting it from our air assets that can reach the territory of Russia, Demchenko said. Nevertheless, Ukrainian soldiers continue to destroy equipment moving through these corridors. Our guys, who have already learned how to fly drones, have repeatedly destroyed equipment moving through these corridors, as well as the groups that set them up, said the SBGS spokesman. Demchenko assured that Ukrainian soldiers would continue to destroy anti-drone corridors so that the enemy would not be able to move freely near the border with Ukraine. The report comes amid continued fighting along the border. Ukraine's general staff noted 4 combat engagements in the Kursk direction on April the 15th alone, following 17 such incidents the previous day. Additionally, Russian sources claimed that drone attacks in the city of Kursk that night resulted in fires and casualties among civilians. The emergence of these corridors suggests an evolving approach by Russian forces to adapt to the growing role of drones in modern warfare. As Defense Express previously reported, Ukrainian drone operators from the Terror Aerial Reconnaissance Unit of the 3rd Separate Assault Brigade have reportedly destroyed North Korean M1989 Koksan self-propelled gun in Kursk region. The M1989 Koksan, a 170mm artillery system with a range of up to 60 kilometers, was targeted while relocating to a new firing position. Despite being equipped with a makeshift anti-drone cage, Ukrainian pilots maneuvered a drone under the cage and struck the vehicle through an open hatch, causing it to catch fire.
Former President Joe Biden warned on Tuesday that President Donald Trump has taken a hatchet to Social Security, weighing in on a critical issue for millions of Americans as the 82-year-old Democrat briefly returned to the national stage. According to Associated Press, Biden, who has largely avoided speaking publicly since leaving the White House in January, delivered his pointed message during an evening speech at the National Conference of Advocates, Counselors, and Representatives for the Disabled in Chicago. In fewer than 100 days, this new administration has done so much damage and so much destruction. It's kind of breathtaking, Biden charged during a speech that spanned just under a half hour. They've taken a hatchet to the Social Security Administration. Democrats have increasingly focused on President Donald Trump's turbulent leadership over the popular government agency that provides benefits to tens of millions of Americans. Along with a planned layoff of 7,000 workers and contentious plans to impose tighter identity-proofing measures for recipients, the SSA has been sued over a decision to allow Trump advisor Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency to access individuals' social security numbers and other personally identifiable information. At the same time, Social Security recipients have complained about long call wait times as the agency's My Social Security Benefits portal has seen an increase in outages. Individuals who receive supplemental security income, including disabled seniors and low-income adults and children, also reported receiving a notice that said they were not receiving benefits. They're shooting first and aiming later, the former president said. They want to wreck it so they can rob it. Why do they want to rob it? In order to give tax cuts to billionaires and big corporations.
The Democrats have declared today the Save Social Security National Action Day. National Day of Action, I should say. We know just how much Social Security matters to people's lives. Everyone in this room fights for people with disabilities who rely on Social Security to survive. To survive. Not just the physical side, it's the mental side. It's the mental side. You make sure folks get the benefits they earn after a lifetime of hard work. The work they do is more than just a profession. What you do, it's a calling. It's not just a profession. And Social Security is more than a government program. It's a sacred promise. We made it a sacred promise. Fewer than 100 days, this new administration has made done so much damage and so much destruction. It's kind of breathtaking it could happen that soon. They've taken a hatchet to the Social Security Administration, pushing an additional 7,000 employees, 7,000 out the door in that time, including the most seasoned career officials. Now they're getting ready to push thousands more out the door. Already we can see the effects. For example, thousands of people use the Social Security website every single day to check on their benefits and submit their claims. But now, the technology division of the Social Security Administration has been cut in half. And so the website's crashing. People can't sign on to their accounts. Why are these guys taking aim at Social Security now? Well, they're following that old line from tech startups. The quote is, move fast, break things. Well, they're certainly breaking things. They're shooting first and aiming later. And as a result, the result is a lot of needless pain and sleepless nights. My friend Governor O'Malley knows what they're really up to. He says, and I love his quote, they want to wreck it so they can rob it. They want to wreck it so they can rob it. And why do they want to rob it? In order to deliver huge tax cuts to billionaires and big corporations and keep it going. They want to make permanent the 2017 tax cuts, which overwhelmingly benefited the wealthiest Americans and the biggest corporations. Who are we? What makes us distinct from the rest of the world? It comes down to basic, in my view, fundamental American values. Nobody's king. Nobody's the boss. Everybody has a shot. All people are asking for is a shot. Honesty, decency. Where hard work is rewarded. Have some faith in each other. Fairness, simple fairness. We can't go on like this as a divided nation, as divided as we are. Like I said, I've been doing this a long time. It's never been this divided. Granted, it's roughly 30%, but it's a 30% that has no heart.